Whoa! Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm a little bit excited, and it looks like a little bit bloodshot. It's been a long week. Really excited to have you all here, and I've been told that there are several people that might drop in and out. We'll see if that happens. We've got another 90 minutes left on the clock on the Kickstarter event. And I just thought last spur of the minute we'd do this sort of telethon style. And so I have my Kickstarter page up, and we are currently sitting 90 minutes to go at 463 backers, 39,761 on the dollar count. Don't mind throwing this up here, but at the same time you're following along. Yeah, there we go. That is so exciting. So I want to do, anybody that's out there. Oh, currently I don't have any viewers at the moment, so I'm not going to ask that. But feel free, if you're catching up, to ask any questions you want. I do understand that there is a ZoeCon Q&A going on simultaneously at this, right now, and I was not aware of that, so whoops, sorry guys. But I am doing some chat stuff on there to see if what my involvement might be over there. Yeah, so that's looking really good. And so so if you've got questions, fire them away. This is, again, sort of telethon style on the Demon Hunters role-playing game, A Comedy of Terrors Kickstarter. I am so excited about this. 87 minutes to go, 463 current backers. We need 502 backers to get to the next backer stretch goal. And that is just to encourage people to be a part of the conversation, what was the question? The question is, yeah, submit a question. There you go. So 502 backers gets us to our next backer stretch goal. What that does is all the backers will get a free MP3 of High Road, which is a fantastically catchy song from the original Demon Hunters movie. And then they did a remastered version for Dead Camper Lake, which I'm working on getting some kind of deal involved, but I know we're in the process of creating a soundtrack, and that might actually go on the soundtrack. Kind of exciting news about that. I just talked with Sean Bendixson from the Bendixson Brothers today, and we talked a little bit about actually doing a 2014 update to High Road, which was awesome. And actually they were saying to me, and I find this hard to believe because they're awesome, I'm looking for my glasses and I don't see them, so that's just gonna have to be minus the glasses tonight. That they're saying that High Road was actually their best-selling song the whole time. So all these years, that's high praise. Can you give us any details on what might be involved with a Patreon type setup? Zachary, I'm not exactly understanding the context of your question. We do have a Patreon campaign going for the Demon Hunters comic at demon-hunters.com. You can go there and you can pledge. And so that's awesome. If you're talking about maybe a Patreon campaign regarding the Demon Hunters RPG, I hadn't really considered that, to be honest. That's something that I might think of as the role-playing game progresses. I really just want to get this game and all the elements finished first. Sorry, I'll put this up. And see what kind of traction and see what the gameplay is like for everybody. Being that most people won't get a hold of the game until probably May, June, July of 2015 at the earliest anyway, although we will be releasing playtesting modules shortly after the campaign. So anybody that's pledging the $25 level or above will get playtesting materials as they become available, and we'll send those out. So I don't know. That's a good question. I hadn't thought of Patreon for ongoing. I would definitely evaluate how well it's doing. I hope everybody's going gangbusters over it and that sort of thing. We were talking about Patreon for another project we're working on right now that might have some Demon Hunters related stuff in it. It might have some gamer stuff related to it. Might just have some sketch comedy stuff into it. But we're talking about a particular program that would be fairly regular. So yeah, Deb Stuff remix. Oh, that'd be awesome. Alrighty. Laura, will the deluxe versions of the core rule book be available at a later date or only during the Kickstarter for those who can't afford it right now, unfortunately? We are going to order a certain amount of stock of the deluxe role-playing game books. I haven't figured out or decided how we're going to sell those yet after the campaign is over, but I know we're going to have it's been late, guys. My brain is popping. What am I trying to say? All right, so we're going to order like 1,000 of these things. And so clearly that's going to more than cover all the Kickstarter backers and then anything you guys order in backer kit. So backer kit, you're going to be able to purchase that deluxe book as well. You can buy that individually. And that's even true if you only pledged $1. You're going to be able to pick up a hard copy of the deluxe version in backer kit. I don't have final pricing on that. I don't think it's going to be all that different than what the reward level is, just because most of everything that's in that reward level are freebies. So it's all about the cost of the book and the deluxe. One of the things I really worked on hard is making sure that the quality of everything that we're doing is really high, but that just kind of also meant that we were, our costs are a little higher too. So, but that's the price of being awesome. Hope that answers your question. Yeah, for sure. And backer kit, you should have access to backer kit for several months. So if you don't have the dollars now, I'm sure you can probably pick it up a few 2, 3, 4 months down from now. Again, we're not going to totally close out backer kit until all of the books have shipped finally. So again, we're saying July, we're promising July, but I'm really hoping that we can deliver sooner. All right, Quinlan, diehard fan over here, Quinlan Schultz. So I have found something interesting on the Thunderfrog Studios website, namely an issue 0 Countermay comic. Would you elaborate on this and when it might officially start? I have recently been introduced to the fact that this exists. So apart from that, I don't really have much information. That is a Matt Vansel specific question that he's working out with Thunderfrog, and I don't really know what's going on with that. So awesome question. I look forward to it myself. I really enjoyed the Gamers Demon Hunters mashup comic they did in their anthology. So yeah. Hey Lee, no worries. We just started, and good to see you. Will that gentleman be attending any more cons in Idaho? We miss you. Well, I would love to. Obviously, I'm personally from Boise, Idaho, and Nathan Rice lived in Caldwell, Idaho for a long time. We've got another guy, Matt J., who was from Boise. He went to Boise High, if I recall. I went to Capitol. And so, yeah, I think it was Fandemonium we went to one year. But the problem is that kind of like my conversation with SpokeCon, another convention that we love to go to, kept happening at the same time as Gen Con. And that's our kind of big deal, our big sort of marketing push is Gen Con. So, you know, just kind of creates some conflicts there. I think SpokeCon's looking at a different timing for next year. I'm not sure. So, but we're kind of getting back into the swinging things. So we're still kind of figuring out our con schedule. It's all really comes down to price and whatnot. Interesting thing about Idaho though, if you folks wanted us to come out for a specific event as guests of honor or something, if you were able to convince them to pay for us to come out and give us a booth, we wouldn't need lodging. We would have places to stay there. So save you some cost on that because we have family there. So just a thought. I'm going to take a pause on the questions at the moment just to check our Kickstarter. Once again, we are going telethon style at the moment. Excuse me. And so thank you for joining. If you're just joining us, 464 backers, 39,862. Come on, guys. We got to get people to break this 40,000. I forget what it was. I think KickTrack projected us at 40,411, and we need to beat that. We need to beat that. So spread the word, get on Facebook, get on Twitter, and get people to back, get them to pledge. We need all the help. Yeah, Ethan Hedman right now just pledged $1. I'm not kidding how awesome that is, that even just at $1, it helps us. Also helps us get closer to that 502 backers. Right now, 464. We need a lot more backers in 76 minutes. So let's get on the horn. Call people. If you know anybody that hasn't pledged yet, I will take $1. We'll take $1. Pledge whatever is right for you, and we've got a lot of great stuff. So that's my little commercial break, and I'll come back and take a question. Well, Lee, since you have a +2 on your question, I'll answer that. How about some East Coast love? There are a bunch of sweet cons and FLGSs. Not sure what that is. I'm tired, guys. I'm not putting that together. Out here, and would love to have you. Yeah, Lee, same sort of deal. It's all about cost. And so if cons would love to have us as special guests or guests of honor or something, we'd be happy to come out if they could you know, especially on the East Coast, our biggest barrier is just flight and hotel. And that's a big deal. And I know that's a cost for everybody. So if people are willing to pick up at the tab on that, we could certainly send 1 to 2 or more if they're willing to pay for those. So that's all kind of we ask. We'd love to run screenings, love to run games or play in games or watch other people's screenings. It's fun. You know, these cons are fun. So we could make a few of the circuits before, but again, most of the time we were able to come out because they paid our way to come out. I remember we had a fantastic time out in Michigan. It was freezing, but it was a great time. So friendly local game store. Thank you, Lee. Yeah, so again, that's our barrier. That's everybody's barrier on that. Okay. Tick is great. Let's do your question here. For the monster entry pledge level, what kind of monsters are you wanting? Like a general type of monster, werewolves, vampires, Justin Bieber fans? Good one, because honestly, yeah. Or can it be supernatural being, Loch Ness, monster, Slender Man, Michelle Bachmann? All of these things. Guys, I'm not putting a limit on it. Actually, Loch Ness, monster, Slender Man falls under a category of urban legend. Loch Ness is under, what do we put that? There's a word for those. Anyway, so yeah, any of that. We'll take them all. And with werewolves and vampires, and especially vampires is a very broad category. There are a lot of different kinds of things that we're going to actually throw under the category of vampires, because they're basically vampires, but they might drain different things or whatever. All the different cultures out there have sort of their own version. So same kind of thing under like zombies and stuff. Although zombie, I don't think is a specific category. No, it is. Never mind. It is. I should pull up my table and then stop talking stuff I don't know about. But yeah, so, you know, rabid, frenzied, diabolical Justin Bieber fans, as if there were any other kind. Absolutely. Yeah, we can take all of those. Michelle Bachmann is too scary for a comedy game. Possibly. She might be an elder god. We're not sure. So, pulling up my tables, monster tables, just in case any more questions come up like that, because that was a good one. Still sitting at 464 backers, 39,862. 71 minutes to go, folks. Aha, Matthew Hunt has sent me a message. Aha, well, no worries. We'll do whatever he wants. Guys sunk a lot of money into this campaign. Extremely grateful we are. Extremely grateful we are. Yes. Okay, sure. No, not my drive. Where the heck are you? Demon Hunters RPG. There we go. And tables. All right. Got those up. Still no aliens. Still no aliens. Yeah, that's a Jimmy McMichael hard line, no effing way. Can you... Now, I will say this. The only... Yeah, wait a minute. How is Dead Gentleman Productions There must be Chris Piazza or somebody out there logging in like that, all official like. Yeah. So so the technical answer on the aliens thing would be horrors from beyond, sort of Cthulhu or Lovecraft kind of stuff. Technically aliens, you know, other dimensional, you know, horrors. That's about as UFO or alien we're gonna get. We don't do the UFOs in the Demon Hunters because that would just be too weird. So hitting the refresh once again. Oh, my poor daughter. It's night time. All right. Those numbers aren't moving, folks. We got to get on the horn. Who's out there? How can we spread this word? Matthew Hunt is definitely on it. Thank you. I see you in my Facebook feed. And the DG spreading, sharing those links and encouraging people to pledge. I don't know what that means about Tom Cruise aliens, but yeah. He is a horror from beyond. Horror. He might be a horror from beyond too. I don't know. Right, Lee. But that's up to you. You've got a way to figure that out. Kentucky Blue Clay. Yes, he will definitely be involved as an NPC. He is the Brotherhood official historian. So, of all things. So, yeah, absolutely. We'll have him in there. Wouldn't recommend setting him in the field. He's really sort of an informative type of NPC, but he'll be in there. Probably under the Brotherhood section. Holy crap, do I look tired. I went to bed early last night. I always go to bed early. It never gets old, folks. It's just by me. It's just by myself. People haven't dropped by yet, so what do you expect? I'm talking to myself. Ford Fitch. Good. Hey, Don, good to see you again. Got a question about vampires in the game. Alrighty, hit me. Will they be able to go out in the daytime, or will they burst into flame when sunlight hits them? Since there are going to be many kinds of vampires, would it depend on the type? It would depend on the type. In general, if it's a vampire, it's going to burst into flames in the sun. Generally, that is the deal. Vampires it is a disease. We do have a particular mechanic. Yes. Pausing. Okay.
You have the chance to give her a hug.
I might, yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm having a daughter breakdown moment, so I'm going to share this. I'll come back to your question, Ford. Hang on one moment. That's going to be a big part of it. I didn't realize that was your story. All right. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, so it does depend on the type of vampire. You could feasibly come up with a reason. Maybe there's a ritual. Maybe there, but there's definitely some general guidelines. We'll talk about that in the book in quite a bit of detail, actually. Tree. I'm going to ask Jimmy about Tree if Tree is going to be available. He's not technically a field agent, but he might be in there. I'm not sure. Okay. Refreshing. 62 minutes to go. Oh my gosh, 39,992, 464 backers. Somebody, Celeste Stone, just increased their pledge. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. But who's going to do $8? Come on, this number is, we can't do this. We got to have, this is 39,992. 464 backers, which is awesome. Oh my gosh. So yeah, let's break this 40,000. We got to do this. We have just about 1 hour left in the campaign. Gosh, I am so excited about this. This project has been a lot of fun. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, 2-year-old. And she's now crying again. I might have to go back and soothe her, but we have a babysitter, and yeah. Okay, Quinlan. I'll try this one here. Not entirely sure how to ask this. Is it possible to add a reward level? Not in this Kickstarter. Where fans get to video chat with you guys. Meeting you guys is something the East Coast fans are missing out. So technically, the you can probably hear it back there. Technically, the Google Hangout one, the where you get to play with us, the $350 level, we had that. But one thing that I'd like to do on an ongoing basis is actually have kind of like a once a month Q&A where you can actually come out and hang with us online or something. But yeah, I'll try and figure that out. Maybe that might be part of the Patreon campaign or something. That is true. Dead Gentleman, my other counterpart there, apparently. Yeah, if you back the comic, there is a Q&A monthly hangout but it's kind of just for the comic. But I know that we could have other people join in as well. But yeah, good question. I just wasn't sure how much people would be willing to spend on something like that. So give me an idea. How much would you be willing to spend for something like that? All right, it was me. Okay. Thanks for making my baby cry. I'm going to go check with her one more time. Oh, old Beetle, you just increased your pledge. Thank you so much. Finally. Finally. I think we're over the 40,000 or at the 40,000. At the 40,000, 100%. Oh, that's great. That's a number I like to see. And that is the number I'm going to leave with you on the screen right now. Sharing this screen. And I will be right back. She's tired, just like her daddy. All right. Thank you, Rusted Beetle. That was amazing. I'm so glad that you did that. And it went up a little bit. Awesome. 464 backers, $4,008, 56 minutes left to go. 40,411. Is the number to beat from Kick Track yesterday. And so, excuse me. Yeah, Lee, totally fine if you decide to drop your $8 there. No big deal. I don't know what's going on there. All right, so let me come back to the question. Increase from dice level to alpha. Jeremiah, I'm not really understanding your question there. Maybe resubmit that. Yeah, trying to understand that question, but I don't know that I'm getting there. F5, yes, thank you. Well, thank you, Laura. Thank you very much for your contribution, your support. Thank you all. This was a big experiment, and we weren't really sure how much people would be into it. And it really started again out as a project for us, for something that we wanted to do. We wanted to play it, and we knew the people that could probably create the game for us. So that was a kind of a, it's good to know people. It's really good to know people. Yeah, Lee, I don't know. Any chance of seeing Silent Jim and Tree in the artwork of Tales? We've talked a little bit about crossover stuff, and as things keep going, that's one thing to bear in mind, folks, in BackerKit. And unfortunately, we don't get any new backers on BackerKit, but if you decide to pick up any other items and that sort of thing, then you can actually help us achieve more stretch goals. But the stretch goals are going to have to change just because of the margins. But long story short, all of the money raised from this campaign, including anything additional in BackerKit, is going towards this product. So if we're able to, you know, expand the book even more, whatever it might be, that you know, that's what we're going to try to do. Or if we need to, if we want to create additional adventures. I know Jamie Chambers had a great adventure idea. And Lee had a crossover, so yeah, can't usually spare more than $50 for a Kickstarter, sadly, but seriously, you have no idea. Oh yeah, Quinlan. So typically for that kind of thing, it is a higher dollar amount, but don't worry about it. We're gonna have. I really think it's important that we should look at some. Once a month or something, Google Hangouts where you guys can come join us. So yeah, and that would be free, obviously. So we'll get there. Oh, thank you, Jeremiah. That's what you were talking about. That's rad. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Alpha 1 is a really cool level. I had a lot of fun trying to put that together. I got a lot of feedback putting that together, and those dice are going to be great. I'm really excited about it. Matthew, yeah, thanks for joining us. By the way, I got your message, and no problem. We'll figure it out regarding the email about you know what. But the stretch goals, again, will continue in BackerKit, but we'll have to probably craft new ones again. I don't have all the math behind it yet, but the the goals will keep going with Backer Kit. So kind of a fun way that we can keep the momentum happening here. So 51 hours to go, 464 backers, $40,008 presently, and it's really exciting. So the number to beat is 40,411 at the moment. That is what I believe KickTrack. I'm going to pull that up right now. In fact, let's do a screen share. You can come along with me. There we go. And yep. So kicktrack.com. Just cleared my cache recently, so Comedy of Terrors. Whoa. Well, now it's saying 41,290. Yesterday it was 40,411, I believe, and that's a number I would like to beat today. In the next hour, if we could get to 41,290, that would pretty much make my night. So let's see what we can do out there, huh? Let's come on out and get on your social medias respectively. Get on the phone, talk to people, get on your chats, and find out who hasn't pledged and get him on here. Again, we have backer goals, a number of backers, as well as what was I trying to say? As well as the dollar amounts. Must be everybody's really tired tonight. No one wants to join me. That's all right. Still on, folks, if you want to join. Copy and paste into this to various windows so that we're still going. And repaste this link. See if anybody wants to drop by. Yeah, thanks, Matthew. Will it be possible to order extra prints of the art that is being created, such as those for other pledge levels like the random NPCs? I haven't thought of that. I don't see why not. That seems like something that we could totally throw into Backer Kit if everybody else would be interested in that. What do you guys think? Let me know. What are the odds of getting maybe a monthly or bi-monthly series of DH shorts in the vein of Eat In or Steak Out? Boy, Lee, that would be amazing. But that was a miracle to pull that one together, unfortunately. So we do have more content in the works, but we're trying to keep our scale down since we all have day jobs and everything like that. So yeah. How much is the dice bag? Again, a quick scan does not reveal the price to me. True, because the dice bag is not available during the campaign. That is only available, actually, that's not true. It is available at one particular reward level. Just because if I made it a reward, let me try and do my math again. If I made it a reward, it would be it would be about $100 by itself. And I just didn't think that was worth it. That's the kind of margin that we have to have when we're doing these rewards. And the way that we keep those margins and keep the rewards awesome is by sort of adding on as much value as we can, or making the product as awesome as we can. And with the Alpha 1 level, actually, it's ended up becoming quite a bit more valuable than if you just bought the individual things by themselves. So, so there is a, I don't know, it's crazy math. It's an Excel spreadsheet that is just nuts, and it works. And every time we use it, we don't go broke once the campaign is over. So that's the most important thing, is to not spend all your money on the wrong things, like shipping. This is not our first rodeo, thank the Lord. Any other questions so far? We're still hanging at 464 backers and $40,008. It's a funny number. I like it. Yeah, thanks, Quinlan. There are definitely some people that I can think of that I would probably have the same reaction as well. So totally get it. And, you know, we have always felt that engaging with our fans, our customers, has always been really important, to stay approachable and not be all star, you know, and we've actually had some conversations about not doing some things that other people have to do at conventions, like charging for signatures or something. And you know, we have other product to sell, and I think that's what helps us do that. If we were just there by ourselves and the only thing we had to hawk were photographs, then yeah, I guess we'd have to charge, because how else are we gonna, you know, recoup or whatnot. So but yeah, we just feel like hangouts and various other things to stay engaged with you folks is super important. $44 to go, and $40,008. And I can't tell you how excited I am about this game. I'm going to try, but I'm just really, honestly, it's been probably a year and a half. It was ZoeCon 1 when I first got the idea. So to start kind of going down this path, I was asked to GM a couple of Demon Hunters RPG sessions at the first ZoeCon, and my experience out of that really got me thinking. So who's going to Gen Con next year? That's a really good question. My understanding is that there's going to be quite a few of us. We've got a lot to show next year, and Gamers Live for sure is happening. That's a big deal. And it really allows a lot of us to be able to come. I'm definitely planning on coming. So speaking of ZoeCon and Joe and Gen Con, here's Brian Lewis.
Hey man, I can't hang out for very long, but I wanted to say hey, and how's it going, and congratulations on...
Dude, yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm glad you could make it. I'm so sorry. I had no idea the ZoeCon hangout was going tonight.
Yeah, we didn't know that yours was going on either, so I apologize if there was, like, you know...
Actually, I just made it up tonight that I was going to do it, and so no planning on my part, but yeah, so and someone was like, hey, there's ZoeCon. I was like, oh, crap.
Are you gonna be telephoning up to the end?
Up to the end, yeah. So 9 o'clock, and then I'll kind of give a last hurrah. Um, so yeah, how'd the ZoeCon thing go?
It was good. It was informative. I didn't know how many people we had, but we had a steady stream of questions. Chris Piazzo and Seth Davis and
Yeah.
Laura Scott and all these kinds of stuff were awesome and asked a lot of questions. Actually, Quinlan was I think
Yeah, he was
on
back.
both of our hangouts.
Yeah. He was just talking about various things here too. So
Excellent, yeah. But and you're actually so when Andy pinged you, he was actually pinging you as you're doing this.
No, mine didn't start till 7:30.
Oh, okay.
And so that timeline was just prior to that. So
Have you already talked about that?
I actually no, I haven't talked about that. Let's talk about that right now.
All right.
So I'm gonna try. I'm hoping. I'm definitely gonna be running something, Demon Hunters role-playing game at ZoeCon. We've got a few ideas, I guess, on what we're gonna do with that. I'm really interested with what Derek Guter's gonna ping me about. That was a really interesting idea. Did he talk about that on air at all, or?
Briefly, yeah.
Yeah.
He had the example of a D&D situation where he was mentioning a scenario. I forgot the word that he was using. So it starts with an I, but essentially maybe if the goal for all the groups were to, for instance, get into a castle, and the first group would be the sneaky group. That would come in first, and do some stuff to wait for the tanks, which would be the second group, to move on in. And so you're working collaboratively in that way. But that was just an example of things that he's done in the past.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that would work, and he doesn't know if that would work with the Demon Hunters setting. But
I don't see why it wouldn't. The example was given to me is you got 3 different GMs running scenarios, and then I would be sort of the master GM supervising, and then as they're running their games, I would start introducing global elements, global elephants, huge elephants.
It's true. It's in the book. It's
That's
pretty
right.
RCR too.
Yeah. So then that even sort of surprised the GM a bit, and they have to work that in. And anyway, I'm excited by that idea. I don't know how it would all work, but there's no reason why the mechanics wouldn't support that. So.
Do you know if Cam Banks is coming at all?
I would doubt it. I would love it for him, but I know he's super busy, and frankly, I want him writing the book than maybe coming out. Selfishly, hoping to have some kind of playtesting type materials that we could start playing at ZoeCon, but I don't know if anything's going to be ready by then or not.
Well, yeah. I mean,
we can always play the old game. That's
true.
There.
Yeah, and the old game ain't bad. So we always had a lot of fun every Monday, first Monday of the month. So
yeah, absolutely. So come to ZoeCon, play our game. It'll be lots of fun.
Totally. So what kind of stretch goals have you unlocked at this point?
Wow, it's awesome. So I'm not kidding. We hit 2 stretch goals at the same time. It was crazy. We had so I'm doing backer stretch goals so that we get a certain number of backers. And when we hit that unlocks a new stretch goal. And then we have, of course, the dollar stretch goals. And we had hit 444 backers and 38,000 at the same time.
Wow.
And 444 is a funky number. I chose it because that's how many backers House Rules got on that Kickstarter. So I thought that'd be a good one to try and shoot for. and we made it. So yeah, that's awesome. And so what that's done is so far we've got a rules conversion guide by Lester Smith that was unlocked. It's a new D6 by D6 rules conversion. It's a pretty simplified game, and he was really interested in doing that. He's doing it for free, so I said yes.
Are there any stretch goals? Not excuse me, not stretch goals, but backer rewards that you are A, looking forward to giving out, or B, not at all looking forward to giving out?
Actually, yeah. I mean, the book is itself. I mean, that cover is. I just want to own that thing, you know. So I'm really excited for the concept of it too. I'm really proud of the dice and the dice bags. Those are looking really good. I'm excited to collaborate with everybody who's, you know, creating characters and different things. There's a lot of different organizations in the Demon Hunters world that I feel like we've needed some fleshing out, you know. And so I'm excited to kind of finally spend some time to get that done. I think the only thing that I'm not looking forward to is that Brotherhood membership card. Mainly because I know I can do it and it'll be fine, but I don't have any idea of what it's going to look like yet. My mandate is I want it to be cool, but the only reason why I'm dreading it is because I just don't know what it is yet.
Oh, I would have thought maybe like you had made a reward level of like you need to at a certain reward someone gets to and pays for that you were going to, I don't know, shave all your body hair or something like that, or have another pub time with Dawn or something like that. I don't know, something embarrassing.
That's a place to come into a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Jimmy.
Hello.
No, I didn't create a reward like that. I wonder why that was. I'm not sure. You know, I did. It was weird. So I did that hot tub time with Dawn, right? As a sort of thank you. I made the little crayon drawing. In fact, I've got it right here. And yep, that's the one.
Yeah.
And so someone suggested that we make that as a reward, this drawing. And I said, okay.
That is some deeper fandom there.
We're gonna frame it. We're gonna sign it, and I'm gonna give it to Stevie and Nathan. They have to hold it while sitting in a bathtub together. Take a picture of that, and they're gonna sign that. And someone bought that level.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
So,
Because it takes all kinds to make a world.
You know, I'm just excited at how much we've gotten so far, and
No kidding.
and where we're going. Where right now, looking like finally this number is kind of up at 466 backers, $40,182.
Nice.
So the goals right now to hit is 502 backers. And again, folks, I don't even care if you just give me $1. You know, we want $1. We just need. I'd love to hit that 502 backers in the next 30 minutes. Not likely, but let's try for it. And then the second one to hit, of course, the next stretch goal is at 42,000. And we'd have that's a pretty high number to hit
Maybe
where we're at.
more than $1.
What's that?
So maybe give more than $1.
Yeah, exactly. So 42,000 actually will unlock 30 more pages to the book, and that's pretty huge. So that's what we're building towards right now, folks, is another 30 pages to the book that expands all the different factions.
Would these pages perhaps possibly have a certain time traveling historian rogue.
You know, so we've gotten questions tonight if Kentucky Blue Clay will be available as an NPC to use in the game, and if that will be in the book.
Mhm.
And I said yes.
Yeah. Because you know what? It wasn't. It wasn't last time, and
Yeah.
so I'm really excited about that.
To be fair, last time he was just Indiana Jones. So.
Right. Yeah. Now we have an actual character to use. So I think I saw Matthew Hunt. By the way, Matthew, you are like the super rock star of this campaign.
Superest fan.
Holy crap. Thank you forever. Will Kentucky Blue Clay be appearing in the main book or perhaps the player's handbook with first-hand instructions to play the setting for new players or something? You know, there's a lot of content we're thinking about with Kentucky Blue Clay and the game and that sort of thing. That's actually kind of an interesting idea, using his voice to write the intro to the player's guide or something.
We kind of had discussed using him in place of the Purple Ninja quotations from the first book.
Right.
Doing that sort of thing with him.
We could do something like that.
That's really funny.
And yeah, but also, again, you know, sort of recommending that. You know, I mean, wouldn't recommend him putting KBC out in the field as an agent, but we're not going to stop you if you decide to play that way. That's fine.
Your playable character who just pisses off at the beginning of the round and never is seen again.
Right.
I see him less as a playable character. I see him less as a playable character and more as like this wonderful NPC kind of thing that you can just kind of like pepper in sometimes.
Exactly.
You know, just to make things more interesting and stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll work it out. We'll figure something out. But yeah, Kentucky Blue Clay is a great character. He's definitely going to be in the book.
I'd like to see him show up in one of our game nights.
Not a bad idea.
Just saying.
Yeah. Darvin is saying, looking forward to the mission generator we're working on. Thank you. I'm looking forward to releasing it. Coinkydink. With 3 GMs and a global elephants, would you also play Silent Jim as a GMPC and mess with players as he jumps between games?
Oh.
That's interesting. We'll see. I made a kind of a flub up. So, maybe? So, at ZoeCon, we're talking about having 3 different GMs doing. Running different games, maybe the same module or something, but from different angles. So they're all playing in the same world, and then I'm going to come in and drop in global events that happened, and I said global elephants, and so that's where that came from.
It's still, I mean, like, I don't
kind of think I want to create a global elephant.
what you need to now. I think Terry Pratchett already beat you to it, but
exactly. I was just thinking like on the back of the world turtle.
Right. Yeah.
I don't, and at the same time, like, just to be clear, because this is able to be seen by others. I don't want to put you on the spot that that is something that definitely you're doing. It's just an idea that's now in the ether that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And thank you for that. And I totally get it. And I don't know if I'm capable of it anyway, so we'll talk with, Derek and get some ideas on how that can be done, and we'll see. We'll definitely be playing one way or the other. So.
Sure.
Now, where are we at now? 40,242. Boy, we are barreling in on that. So I believe, was it Honeycutt that said that Kick Track was quoting us at 40,411?
I think so.
For some reason, that number stuck in my head, and that's the number I really want us to beat. And we're getting
currently saying 41,478.
Right. That's yeah. We just checked that earlier tonight, but from yesterday.
I think they updated real time.
Yeah. The projections say
Do they?
they're based on the previous days.
Gotcha.
But maybe they do that real time in the last day or something. I don't know. I don't know how they would be able to change that. So 467 backers now. Again, backer goal is 502. 42,000 is our next stretch goal, which adds 30 more pages to the book. And we would all be so freaking excited if we could hit that.
Get some in-depth on ciphers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. How the ciphers work, how do you order them, get some more in-depth information on like the Sisters of the Divine Retribution, Esoteric Fellowship of the Crawling Chaos, which we just made up prior to this
For the game.
Kickstarter for the game. Yeah. So, will there be a chapter 6 in this book, or will it be a PDF expansion?
Did you not enjoy Chapter 6 in the last book? It was an important chapter.
I thought it was a really important chapter.
Riveting. I had so much fun writing it.
Yeah. Yeah. So there will probably be a chapter 6 in this book. We'll see.
How not to die.
Yeah. Yeah. So any chance of Nathan Rice or any of the previous cast members, other than the ones that have appeared already, on the Monday night game? That's if the bastards decide to show up.
Well, it's not like
always invited.
Yeah, it's not like that they don't want to. Like a lot of people have expressed interest. It's just unfortunate. It's scheduling issues. Like Nathan Rice in particular has a difficult time getting to a position where he can be there reliably because of his job.
Yep.
Parole officer meetings.
We all have those excuses, and I understand. I understand. If the backer total hits 666, can we order cipher goggles in the backer kit? Wow. You know what? So Matthew,
get 200 more backers in 25 minutes. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, yes. I hadn't come up with that idea yet, but funny enough, Paula Moran is creating, and we had talked about her actually building ones that people could buy, and she's willing to do it. And so, sure, I can't guarantee how much they're going to be, but if we hit 666 backers in less than a half an hour, you betcha. Cipher goggles are going in backer kit. It's a commitment.
20 minutes later, Don is shaking his head wisely.
I would love to be
proposed for killing.
Yeah.
What if we hit 10,000 backers, Don? What happens then? As long as we're dreaming.
Well, that would be $10,000 more dollars. Very least.
Don Early will drink his own urine. Live.
Ooh, I'm gonna pledge.
Why would you want to see that?
Not so much seeing, just making you.
And having proof on the internet that is available forever.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
The fans, Don.
Lee Garvin, KBC, RUKBC, and unlike Elminster, everyone doesn't automatically want to kill him. Yep,
I'm not familiar with Elminster. Does that ruin my geek cred? Who is Elminster?
Slightly, but on the group that's on the Hangout right now, probably not. Elminster is a very famous wizard from the Forgotten Realms setting.
Oh, never mind. I do know who that is. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm actually reading Elminster in Hell presently. It's actually kind of frustrating.
Try reading it somewhere else.
Yeah. Thank you. Is the membership card the size of a business card, perhaps black with the silver emboss on the back of a list of official chapter names? Good question, Rusted Beetle. again, I haven't figured it out yet.
It is
so
purely conceptual at this point.
if someone can give me a badass idea, I'll probably run with that.
Ooh, how about clear? It's a clear card, and then it's etched. The text is etched in.
If it's cheap, yes.
oh, it's cheap. Oh.
How's it going, Ben?
How do?
How's it going? I can't get my lower third to come on,
Aww.
so no one will know who I am.
Everyone.
Ben Honeycutt is our comic artist.
That's me.
It's true. All right, hitting the old refresh once again. 468 backers, 40,392, and 20 minutes left to go. I'm hoping and feeling that we're going to beat that 40,411. Can we get to 42, though? I don't know. I don't know how we do it. You got to get out there on the social media and find out who hasn't pledged and get them to pledge. This is us marathoning and so
Yeah. So are we supposed to have were we supposed to bring like a talent or a show of some kind?
Yep.
Yes.
yeah.
We've already done all of our talents, Ben.
Oh,
so I
true. I even took off my shirt.
We lost some backers.
So it's up to me to get them back. All right, let's do this. I'm just kidding.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Ben and his amazing shirt. I don't know.
Right.
Wouldn't that be really neat though? If you're just like, oh, well, all right, and you just like bust out some wine glasses and just like, all right.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh shit! Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
KBH, not really a question, but I wanted to say the Kickstarters I've backed, you guys have been the most approachable and outreaching in the earnest and most enjoyable ways. Thanks. Glad to back and look forward to seeing succeeding. Thanks. I appreciate that, and I think he's the one that posted a great article, blog post tonight that I shared on the Facebook, the Book of Face.
Ben, Mr. Lee Garvin is saying how much he loves your webcomic.
Oh, thank you. I had some help from Jimmy.
A little bit of help.
Just like a little half of the work.
Well, I should say that he loves your work on the webcomic, and not just, he wasn't thinking that you were doing all of the work.
Well, I mean, I don't care if people think that, though.
You're fired.
Yeah, and I'm going to be taking your place, Ben, with a set of construction paper and some crayons. I can do this.
It's just an exciting new direction we're taking the comic.
That's right.
Well, we need someone to animate the Halloween special.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. I'm going to answer this one right here. Matthew Hunt, will there be a limit on the number of leather Bible-style books available? Well, I'm ordering 1,000 of them. And so when they're gone, they're gone. There you go. I don't think we're going to sell 1,000 in this campaign, but I will take that as a challenge.
So if you want to fill your fancy rich person style library with leather-bound copies of our book, it better be only 1,000 worth.
Yeah. All right, Samantha Watt, also in Australia, I believe. Have you thought about putting the Brotherhood logo in holographic on the membership card as backdrop? I just now have. Thank you for the idea. Lydia Grace on set for Demon Hunters Eat In or Stake Out. Good to see ya. Clear and holographic for the membership cards. Will they be all Celestial Torch, or can people pick factions? It's specifically a Brotherhood membership card. So Sorry, it's basically a feasibility thing of I don't want to have to order minimums of 1,000 cards of each faction or whatever. So Brotherhood is easiest.
That's the wrong answer, Don. You need
Sorry.
to question her loyalty to the Brotherhood.
Good point, traitor. Thank you, Matthew Hunt, for the Patreon link. Support Demon Hunters comic.
Just because it's the end of the Kickstarter campaign doesn't mean you have to stop giving us money.
That's right. Samantha.
We'll take it any day of the year.
That's right. Samantha says Matt Hunt will probably buy the 1,000. That's probably true.
You're a crazy Aussie bastard, and we love you.
Yep. Cam Beck said if you live in Australia, you should die, though. Cam is a Kiwi, so there may be a little bit of contention there, but right now I'm kind of siding on your side there, Matt. So,
Yeah. Down with New Zealand.
Australia is footing the bill for you to write, Cam. Get with it. Matthew Hunt, will a Cortex conversion guide be developed, or is that too complex? Could it possibly just be a one page that says start over? It's been a good joke. I don't anticipate there being a conversion guide produced. That is the official answer.
Good night, Lee.
Yep. Good night, Lee. Thanks for all your support.
Thank you.
All right. So we've got to be at 15-minute mark here.
Yep.
I don't see another 100 backers yet. So that 666, I think, is probably not going to happen.
Not a bad attitude.
Our backer, Experiencing Life to the Fullest, I sure wish I knew what their real name was, just announced that if there are 666 backers by the end of the Kickstarter, Cypher Goggles will be available in backer kit. He's rallying over there. But that number's got to get a lot higher, a lot faster. So, folks, we got to get on this. 468 backers, 40,392.
Not going to complain about those numbers.
No. 13 minutes left to go. I'm really proud of this campaign. I think everybody has really done a bang-up job in making everything, putting the campaign together and the writing and the graphics, and I'm really happy with that. Toot toot. Yeah.
Toot toot.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, thank you.
That was me.
Passing secrets. Passing secret notes. So, I think I've already asked this question to Don. Jimmy, is there something that you are most looking forward to in the start up of this project?
I love writing the short stories. That is my go-to. So I always love that, because the thing about a short story is you don't have to have an ending. You can just kind of stop. Just when it's getting good, you cut it off and leave them alone.
See the Halloween special currently on the Facebook page.
Right. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that ends up, the Halloween special.
Oh, yeah.
Did you just notice that you had said that and now we take you seriously, or is that?
Brandy, Nicole, I'd like to congratulate you guys in the goals. I've been a fan of Dejan and Zoe for some time now. Couldn't be happier. I am nowhere in the least a gamer, really, but I love all your works. Brandy, thank you. Jimmy is also not a gamer.
Yep.
But he is a
Seen
demon
almost
hunter.
every game I've ever played.
That's right. That's right. So hopefully, maybe this will entice you to join the ranks. But if at the very least that you play our game, that's all I care about.
I think actually probably this game that, as far as the one that you've described to me and how this game is going to be, would be one of the more newbie-friendly games and accessible games.
Absolutely. Yeah,
And,
I wouldn't disagree. Will dice in where to go?
Up at the top.
Will dice in other polyhedrals be an option later in backer kit? Oh, I think I know what you're asking.
so other than D6s?
Yeah. The big question right now is I've promised a set of D6 or a set of 6 dice for each, dice set. And what you folks don't know is that I've been working on a full set of polyhedral dice, 6 dice total, that has the logo on it, so that they're not all just D6s. But I'm waiting to sort of quality. Good God, I look tired.
It's been a long month.
It has. So anyway, I don't know if they're going to be D6s yet. If they're only D6s, that's all they're going to be.
Hey.
Ahoy! How's it going?
Good. But I am working on a possibility to a full set of polyhedrons. All right, I'm going. Oh goodness. That almost never gets old.
Nope.
Oh, but if we did it enough, it would get old.
Yeah. So 400. We're sitting at 468 backers, $40,392, and 9 minutes to go. Since I'm backing
Awesome.
one of the NPCs as a self-serving question, can you elaborate on how that will work? We will exchange a set of emails and/or a Google Hangout, and we'll talk about what kind of character. We'll give you all the background you ever want, and then we'll set it out for you, and we'll work with you on statting that out once we have that process. That's the short answer. Why is no one drinking for the last 10 minutes? Are we out of elk water ale?
Oh my God, that's a great question.
It's a really good question. I only have an unopened. Oh my God! An unopened bottle of wine, which I'm waiting for my wife to open. Mark, wait.
Oh man,
No elk water. Sorry.
that's right.
I've got Mountain Dew and painkillers.
Woo.
Right on.
Actually, in that vein, I'm going to go ahead and excuse myself and pour myself a little shot glass of some scotch and drink it when it comes to 9 o'clock.
Oh, you bastard!
Well,
Duke, you need to come over here and bring me a beer.
that sounds good, but I just opened this one, so talk.
All right. Rusted Beetle, I put your question off long enough. Any plans for a DH3 film project? And the answer is... The answer is we have a Demon Hunters film project in the works, but there's a lot of things that have to happen to get there.
Okay, now we're gonna have to kill him. That's totally classified. So
Pretty much it. So The answer is shut up. Right. Are there any plans to post the webcomic more frequently? I love it so far and want more. So do the rest of us. Here's the way that you fix that, is that you become a Patreon patron of our webcomic, and you drive that monthly number up to, what is the number?
I want to say 1,000.
I think so. Yeah.
So if we can get to 1,000 a month, folks, the comic comes out twice a week instead of
Twice
once
a week.
Because we can count that off.
$27
Don't you dare, Ben.
more a month, and
that's
the
later.
Purple Ninja starts his bi-monthly advice column.
good
Ho,
point.
ho,
Yeah. 6 minutes to go. Damn it. No.
Janet.
So, are we drinking for you, John? Or Don?
You know what I do have? I have Kahlua that is fermented.
Oh yeah, that's
I
some
think-
celebratory stuff right there. It's-
Yeah, well, it's all I got. Shut up.
Straight color.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even excited about it.
Just drinking because it's alcohol. Don, this is an intervention.
I got some rubbing alcohol in the bathroom. It's like vodka, right?
to very disturbed people, yeah. To people who need help, yes, I guess.
Matthew
Plus the blindness.
Hunt wants to know if they can order 6-packs or homebrew kits in Backer Kit. I'm sure you could find a campaign out there somewhere where you could buy a 6-pack of something.
We should totally brew an Elkwater ale, and I'm sure it would be terrible with liquor laws, but we should totally brew that and offer it as part of the Kickstarter.
I wouldn't necessarily actually, in all joking aside, that I think that's a really good idea, but I would want to actually have one of us at least hone the beer brewing skills before just like
Make sure you really capture that alchemist taste.
We actually we can do that. That's no problem.
So my kegs are full right now with cider, actually, that we hand pressed and made. But I'll get on an ale.
Nice.
There you go.
Oh, you should talk to my cousin.
Alcohol through Kickstarter, but
Shh.
Elkwater juice.
Yeah.
Just add alcohol.
There you go.
Oh,
All right, folks. 3
minutes.
3 minutes to go. $40,367.
40. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I haven't been paying attention, huh? That's awesome.
Yeah. Holy cow! I'm so freaking excited here. You know what I don't have? I don't have an update. I don't have a funded update ready to go.
You should do that.
Yeah.
let's crowdsource it. Make the fans read it.
Yeah.
Put it in your
Yeah.
you're abusing your power, Jimmy.
Okay, viewers, what should Don write in the update?
Right. Yeah. I do have a Word doc open, ready to go for the campaign. In fact, I should probably paste that in there right now. I believe once you're funded, you cannot edit your page.
Oh.
So I should get that on right now.
Okay, we should just talk amongst ourselves then, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about Don.
Hey, wouldn't it be weird if Don actually didn't do a funded event yet? or Tate? That would be really weird. Kind of irresponsible, too. I don't know if I could...
I'm not really sure how he got to be president of the company.
Wait, who elected him?
No one else wanted the job.
Not my president.
El Presidente? Sí.
It's really more of a banana republic.
Oh, wonderful idea. Matt Hunt as the idea right there.
Here you go. 2 words. We ride.
There you
Yeah. Don, post that shit.
go. Well, I will in a moment. Well, how many backers are we sitting at right now?
Still 468.
74 seconds.
73 seconds.
Actually, yeah, I bet I get. So that's it, right?
All right, is this kind of like New Year's where we like want to get to 10?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Last minute.
Okay, and then on the YouTube channel, I need that on there. We made it!
And we're still alive, right?
And we're still alive.
Nothing blew up? Alright. Success.
Okay.
I still have 26 seconds. Am I wrong? Is this wrong?
Yeah, I got 24. 3.
Oh, okay.
2, 21.
Hey,
What's
guys.
the greatest practical joke ever as we lose $11,000 now?
What? So, does this mean we get to make a game?
In 3 seconds it does.
2. 1. We're making a game.
Hey!
Cheers.
Thank you to everyone.
Yes. So we are sitting at 468 backers.
Even my cat is excited. Well, she doesn't show up, but really, she's excited.
I actually mentioned your cat in the last update.
Dude, my cat has been an integral part of many things revolving around Demon Hunters.
It's true. Yeah, I know this.
All right. How so, exactly?
Somebody.
Well, she was probably present while some of the music was written or performed. She was this cat adopted a big house in college, and a tugboat, and
She GM'd a game at one point, didn't she? Like,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yep. All-time high score at Demon Hunters video games. What? I don't know.
Crap. Yeah, I was too slow on the draw and could not test the final update on the site. Damn it.
All right.
Well, then that's going in the update.
All right.
To all those of you at home who are interested in knowing what the toot sound, we're just essentially writing toot toot in the actual comments, so you're not missing anything. And that's why we're all giggling.
Because tooting is funny.
Yes, it's true.
Always.
All right, gentlemen. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Likewise.
Have an excellent evening, everyone.
You too.
All right.
Cheers.
Oh, did everybody leave?
Oh, Dupe's gone too. Oh, Don's gone.
Oh,
Nope.
I'm not. I'm here. I'm here.
I was like, that was rude.
I'm here. Okay.
I love that we all giggle about Toot Toot after accepting all of their money and their trust.
This is not indicative of the final product.
Wow. I can do better than that.
We've always thought so, but so far.
I know, right?
All right, let's check out some questions. Is there
Yeah.
a chance of seeing Brian in character as KBC again at some point in the future? I would say definitely. In fact, maybe show up at ZoeCon and see what happens. We got something in the works.
It's true. Okay.
Do we want to give these people a little exclusive about what we're working on?
How many are we sitting on? 17 viewers? Hell yeah.
All right. We are starting a podcast. So that's happening within the next couple weeks, probably.
Yeah,
Hosted by Mr. Don Early.
indeed.
And if I can... Nope, that's not the button I wanted. Uh-oh.
Wait, podcast. Are you guys talking about this one?
Yeah, we are.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
what I've been working on this last little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easter eggs and secrets and plot points.
It's true. Oh, it's over. This has been
Relax.
a very long month, and now we get to sit for 2 weeks as all of the financials shake out.
I'm sure some of us will find something to do in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Boy, that's annoying. I really was trying to get that posted on the front page, that update, and I could not get it up there in time.
We were giving you a countdown. You got no excuse.
Oh well.
Failure.
All right. So, probably in the next couple of weeks. So, what's interesting that I've figured out is that so it says 40,367 is our number. That actually might. There's some. In the next few days, the numbers. Some people might have been trying to pledge at the last minute, and so that might change the numbers. Some people, may cancel. Some of their money might kick out. So we'll see. All right. Cypher Cider, yeah. Tugboat of victory. We're still goofing around, guys. Oh, thanks, Matthew. Yeah, that logo is awesome. Jimmy and I had the same idea. Jimmy actually sketched the initial one out, and I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I've been seeing in my brain. So,
Which means my subliminal messaging has worked because I've been trying to get a Goofy Skull logo for 10 years.
we've just been ignoring you.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
We're glad to.
Would the podcast be all about DG products? Just curious, and how would we go about listening? It's going to be a lot of stuff. If you check out way back in the day when we were running the DG Presents video podcast, we did a single audio episode called DG Presents Dead Air. If you search for Dead Air on the Dead Gentleman site, you can actually still find it and listen to it, and it's a little indicative of what we will be seeing from the weekly podcast.
It's true.
You got sketch comedy, you got music, you got Don talking at length.
Sorry. Nobody else, again, no one else wanted to step up, and,
No, it's awesome. I think it's probably one of the best things we've ever released, and it just kind of is completely obscure, just hiding out there.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited that we're starting this up.
I am too. I really am. It's exciting. It's also the type of project that I really get excited about. I love radio. I always have. I had a radio show in college, and Just really enjoyed it. And I don't know why. I just never pursued it, but this is a lot more fun to be able to do what you want to do. So yeah, Brandy, we'll be talking about DG products and DG projects, but also my point is that I want to definitely showcase other people's stuff that that we're part of or are interested in that are independent of DGP. So, Rusted Beetle has heard this. Earth, where are we at? Post a thanks video as Silent Jim. Don't need to say anything. Just be awesome with guns. Lots of guns. I'm going to do that. That's a good idea. In fact, we are having the big, we're having a big sort of hoorah Kickstarter wrap party at the AFK E&E tomorrow night, and I'm sure someone's going to snap a photo and possibly a video at some point.
Nice.
Although, since we are in a eatery, I will likely not be toting lots of guns. So,
just the usual.
yeah. I would totally buy an official Elkwater ale just because awesome idea. Awesome idea. I don't know that I would drink it though. Yeah. Oh, I'm speechless.
I did not think this would happen, quite frankly. I had zero faith that we would get funded in the first place, so this blows me away.
Yeah. So I think it's important that you list that out. Like, tell us. We've talked about this at length, but what were the main reasons why you didn't think this would get funded?
Well, just people don't know Demon Hunters. I mean, we have fans from gamers, we got fans from Journey Quest, but mostly what we hear from them is make more gamers in Journey Quest.
Right.
And people don't really know Demon Hunters. We made it in college. They're not great quality. They're fun movies, I think.
Yeah.
I think they hold up comedy-wise a bit, but yeah, they're not Dead Gentlemen at their best. And so
They're Dead Gentlemen at their beginning.
Exactly. It's how we started. So yeah, I mean, the first game didn't do great. It was a lot of fun to make, but just sales-wise, it wasn't all there.
Yeah.
And we still have the initial run of those. We're almost through them, I think.
By the way, those will be available in Backer Kit.
Available in Backer Kit. So that's kind of what the whole reboot was about. Was kind of just trying to reintroduce the world. And yeah, I thought we were probably going too early to try to do this, to try to get $30,000 from people for Demon Hunters. But
yeah,
thank you for proving me completely wrong.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be wrong.
We do it often at Dead Gentlemen to prove Jimmy wrong, but I think he probably proves me wrong more than anything else. So
I'm keeping a tally.
You do, and you keep records, long records of shit that I've said.
To be fair, Google keeps the records. I just know how to search for it.
Yeah, they need to have that 7-year purge rule. Although I'm glad that they don't. Because I've said some pretty awesome shit in the past.
Agreed.
I don't remember. And I said some really dumbass shit in the past, which you've also brought up before. Luckily, I can't remember any of them. Yeah, so just so you know, Matt and I will be pushing Demon Hunters in Australia for you. Thank you, Samantha and Matthew.
You two are awesome. I'm considering killing off a couple of main characters and replacing them with you guys because you have been incredible.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, what has Gabe done for the comic anyway, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, really. Angsty guy. Lydia, I'm glad you enjoy it, the old stuff. Again, they're a lot of fun. We've said it before, Demon Hunters, we made the movies, and then we developed the world. kind of the wrong order, but you know, they were just so fun to do. And kind of getting back to that, the way we're approaching our projects right now is all about what do we want to do. You know, what does the Dead Gentleman really want to get behind and do, and what makes us a lot of fun, and then trusting that you folks will come along with us. And that's how we got started. That's how the gamers got started. You know, we didn't make Darkness Rising necessarily because we were trying to please fans or you know, another studio or something. We definitely made Darkness Rising because we wanted to do a bigger film, and we thought it could also reach a larger audience, which it did. And I think that's what we're talking about with Demon Hunters too. I thought that we've always talked about with coming at the world of Demon Hunters from different angles. So with the webcomic, and then the RPG, and then maybe some fiction. We've talked about an anthology for probably at least 7 years.
That would be awesome.
Someone recently mentioned just a Demon Hunters flat-out novel, which I would totally run a Kickstarter for you for. To
Sweet.
Have you read that? Absolutely. And
Have me read that? I'll read a Demon Hunters novel.
fuck you, I'm tired.
For money.
Right, you, because you are a right man. Yeah, and then of course the movies and web series. We've got at least 2 or 3 different ideas for that. So we'll be Demon Hunters just is an itch that we can't stop scratching, and eventually, you know, we'll get there. I love Journey Quest and Gamers, but I will say, as said just now, Demon Hunters is a good story, and it's the start of many great things you guys have and will do. I've done my best at spreading the word for your productions. Thank you, Randy. You're awesome.
That you are.
You'd have to be good.
You don't have to be good to be fun.
Yeah, you don't have to be good to be fun and entertaining. Thank you. That is words that we live by. We figure that as long as it looks decent and you can hear everything, sound quality takes you out regardless. So that's why Dead Camper Lake, we had separate audio, and it was a bear to sync up, but it was worth it. But a lot of the big flashy technical quality, that's exactly what we've learned. Whether it be Cobbler's Crystals ad in the new book, shut up.
Cobbler's has been a very strong supporter of Dead Gentleman, so I'm sure they'll buy some ad space.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeremiah. I'm glad you love it. Gamers has been my favorite until now because now I can have a personal imprint into this reboot. My nun with a rosary garrote will be awesome.
Nice.
Looking forward to that. That's going to be fantastic.
Stolen! Tune in Tuesday, see what happens.
Well, crap. I'm tired, and I want to see if Cindy will let me open that bottle of wine now.
Sounds good.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, everybody. This has been incredible.
And thank
hell
you
of a month.
from Cam Banks, who is on a plane right now. He wanted to extend that out. Thank you, everybody. And now we get to work on making this game.
Woo! We ride.
We ride.
We ride.
Bye-bye.
That was nerdy. So nerdy.